Today we're going to talk about the history of Miva Merchant. To fully understand Miva Merchant's current ecosystem, it's important to look and see where Miva Merchant came from. Miva Merchant's roots date back to 1995. It started out as a web scripting language called HTML script. This was paired with an engine called Impreza. The engine is installed in the server, and it is what allowed HTML script to run. A couple years later, in 1997, the first product made of HTML script was released called CoolCat. While not pretty, the CoolCat admin looks like something you would expect from web software in the late 90s. However, it was useful to prove that a web application could be written using HTML script. Later, in 1998, the core language HTML script was renamed to MivaScript and rewritten to add new functionality and features. This is also when Miva Merchant 1.0 was released. Miva Merchant 2.0 and 3.0 were released in 1999 and 2000, which added new features to the core software. In 2001, Miva Merchant version 4 was released. Up until this point, MivaScript was interpreted software. This means that you can edit any source code file, make any changes you need, resave it, and have it run. This is very similar to the current architecture of PHP today. Because of this openness and flexibility, Miva Merchant quickly developed a strong developer following. However, this openness and the ability to edit anything you want also came with its downsides. A developer could edit the source code in a way that would prevent them from upgrading to a future release. To solve this problem and ensure future compatibility with all versions of Miva Merchant, the language changed from an interpreted language to a compiled language. This means that the source code is first run through a compiler, which generates bytecode that the engine then runs. This is where Miva Merchant's .mvc extension comes from. .mv is the default extension for any uncompiled MivaScript file. Once it runs through the compiler, a .mvc file gets created, which is a compiled version of that source code. You may be familiar with MVC as the acronym for Model View Controller. However, in Miva's case, it simply stands for a compiled MivaScript file. Miva Merchant version 4 was a highly successful e-commerce platform. It was used as the foundation for hundreds of thousands of online stores. Version 4 was the product of more than a decade of software development. However, it had some limitations. Its template system, which controlled the look and feel of the store, needed an overhaul, and its database system it was built upon needed to be updated as well. To continue to keep Miva Merchant as a cutting-edge e-commerce platform, Miva Merchant version 5, which was released in 2005, was a complete overhaul of the platform. Miva Merchant version 5 was re-architected from the ground up to run on a MySQL database. This gave it the scalability that you'd expect from today's modern-day web applications. Also, a brand new page template system and template language was created. This allowed you to control the look and feel of every single page template of Miva Merchant without having to edit the underlying source code. This is a very powerful feature of Miva Merchant, and one of the main reasons why developers love building e-commerce stores on the Miva Merchant platform. Miva Merchant version 5 also introduced an all-new module API that allowed third-party developers to create plugins for the Miva Merchant platform to extend functionality as well as integrate with third-party platforms. In 2007, Miva Merchant 5.5 was released. While the core foundation is similar to Miva Merchant version 5, the admin got an updated look and feel, and new features and functionality were added. The template language was also expanded to give even more design flexibility for developers. Between 2007 and 2014, most of the features of the core software were either rewritten or improved upon to give users and developers greater functionality and ease of use. This brings us up to 2014 and Miva Merchant version 9. Now you may be wondering what happened to version 6, 7, and 8, because we went from 5.5 to version 9. Well, all those versions were actually rolled up into version 5.5. However, with version 9, the naming convention changed. It used to be Miva Merchant version 5.5, production release 6, production release 7, etc. With the release of Miva Merchant version 9, production release is going away, and it's just called Miva Merchant version 9. And the next version of Miva will just be Miva Merchant version 10. Miva Merchant version 9 is the same highly secure and very flexible e-commerce platform from the past 10 years. However, it includes a ground-up rewrite of the admin. In the version 9 admin, not only does everything look much nicer, it's also structurally organized to make things easier to use and easier to find. For example, products, categories, and attribute templates have all been combined to a single navigational item called Catalog. You also notice in version 9, there's no persistent left navigation. Instead, it's been moved to a top drop-down menu where you can collapse it and show it when needed. This allows you to get to anywhere you need to go quickly and easily. In addition to the left drop-down menu, there's also a global search nav. This allows you to search for anything in the store: products, categories, customers, places, pages, and the menu will perform a fuzzy search and display the most relevant results. Version 9 focus is on usability, navigation, and organization to allow you to do the things you need to do quickly and efficiently within the Miva Merchant admin. There's also a new set of marketing and discounting features, which truly take Miva Merchant to the next level.